My name is Karolina Nieduza. I am resident of England and I come from Poland. Recently I graduated from AVIFF University where I was study performance. But a few years ago I spent a lot of time in Indonesia where I was study performance art, and this was my beginning. And after a year over there, I just realized about my disconnection with nature, and I think this was the most significant point in my life where I consciously decided to reconnect with nature again. And when I came back to England, I somehow found it difficult to do what I wanted to do. So I took my camera and I started to explore performance and also in connection with video and camera. And the beginning was kind of almost like I never think that I want to create any film. It was more for me my connection and more documentation of my process of reconnection with nature. And simply I put a camera and a tripod next to me and I was filming that. And over some years I came to me the idea that actually I can create a video. And it was a big surprise for me that I start to enjoy the process of editing and making some video. But also what was very important for me, that it was somehow I could feel that this is something true about that. And for me it was very important that this process of reconnection was somehow very important for me and very personal and very intimate. So just if I will invite audience, will be something completely different, then already will be more as a performance and I will do more for the other. But if I just, I could say maybe do more as a documentary about my process, then I have completely different, attitude into that. And also I could really relax and don't worry about the other person, also working with my own time and also working with nature and nature time, with the light and with the weather condition. And this allowed me to be more, I think, honest and authentic. And I like to work more from what something speaks to me than from concept. And in my daily practice, I like to take camera and go into nature and kind of through my sensing kind of try to see what is around me, and if something speaks to me, then I want to respond into that. And my tree welcome in Emptiness was exactly like that. I was walking and I spotted the trunk tree and somehow I could feel some kind of pulling, and I start to explore what is that tree about that and what is the message from the tree and how I can read that. And over the months, my exploration with the cutted tree and also this gap inside me, I start to more connect, and somehow then I could feel that quite often I can feel some kind of gap and some emptiness inside me. And all my life I try to fill it up through many different things and experience and event, until I realized that that gap inside me is impossible to fill up. And instead of filling this up, I I have to find a way to embrace that emptiness. And I think the moment of that realization was very big for me, that I was asking my question, so what if this gap should be empty, and I have to find a way to embrace that. And in a few words, this is my film about that. Yes, both, yeah. And I think that is more kind of, I think, mentally, that we as a human have got this kind of, quite often the feeling that we are missing something, there is not enough, we are not fulfilled. So we try to buy it, or kind of more and more and more, and to some degree in the beginning we are able to fill it up, but it's not for good. And after a few months, you know, this gap is again coming back and coming back. So almost it is like never-ending process. And we can, you know, fulfill ourselves through buying a new stuff and experience, and also through other people, thinking that the other person also is able to fill up us. But somehow it is, I think, impossible. That is more about find a way to fill that emptiness and embrace that. And I think for me it is almost like through other things we are looking for ourselves. And I think this is the highest challenge, to meet with ourselves and with who we are. Yes, like when I started, actually, the beginning, my reconnection with the tree also was with my roots, which I lost the roots by living now in different country. And this was also reconnection. And for me, this video art has got many, many layers of understanding. And I think this is only my point of view, but I am also very happy to hear what other people you know, can feel. And yeah, this is what you said, it is true. This is coming back also to nature, to the Mother Earth, and also coming back to my own mother, to my own roots, and touch that. And from that, through kind of recognition, I can grow. For me, this is nothing to do with any story. I think this is something I'm going beyond the story. And by doing that, the story is creating in the same time. And yeah, it is very difficult to put, you know, this into words. But for sure, this is something going beyond the story. But in the same time, it's happening, you know, here and now. And it is some kind of process, and that process then we could see as a story. And for me, it is more kind of less for the other, but it is my own process, my own intimacy with me, with the place, with the space and time. And of course that I am aware about, you know, camera over there. And then after that, I like to share with the other. So I don't do this to perform. It is my own process, and then I have to find some kind of way and language to share with the other. And for me, it is true and is authentic. And yeah.